Hi, Assalamualaikum. We want to present our database system, which is Calibration Lab Report System. We have 4 team members here. Nur Ashratul will be present company background and problem statement. Nur Alia Alis will present the objective and example form. Muhammad Adiputra will present the ERD and normalization. Nur Azima will show the system demo.
Company background. Excel Test Memberhat is an excellent test monitor and control solution outsourced with a head specialist in a data recording monitoring element product. Solution since 2014. They are a supplier over 1,000 companies from the different industry to minimize their costs with a high quality ensuring force, cold chain monitor and compliance to a food safety litigation. Excel Test Rememberhat was established in a 24 by YC Choi with a one and only person, recognizing the opportunity represented by the market introductions of excellent cost-effective, user-friendly, low-maintenance test monitor control alarm solution. Recognizing the volume of calibration, the first Excel test calibration laboratory was set up with a heat temperature field granted to her highest international standard ISO IEC 17025, subject to the terms and conditions governing the laboratory accreditation scheme of Malaysia SAMM Enterprise Transformation. Problem statement. The main issue that need to be highlighted is the organization perform its task in a traditional way, which is known as a file system. Laboratory personnel needs to fill out the form handwriting to make a request for a calibration order. The laboratory personnel also have their side of the problem in a term of data entry. Staff need to copy all of the customer calibration request from the detail form before into a Excel sheet. With that said, the calibration request will take a long time to complete. This is because not only the staff need to write down the calibration request, but also need to write a report of the result that has been collected from the calibration process. This will create unneeded errors such as staff mistakenly writing false details of their customer of the calibration process. Besides that, the result is poor productivity and efficiency of organization. As ATSB promised to their customer that the calibration process will only take 5 working days once the order is received. Therefore, as a precaution, ATSB need to improve this outdated system to make sure that calibration process will not take a long that was been.
The main objective of the project is to design and develop requesting a calibration order that is friendly system and easily to use. To develop an accurate and flexible database in Microsoft Access to record and access data, to create database fast in processing with good to store the data for request the apparatus, improving arrangement for record the calibration order and access data, and minimize the error of recording and accessing calibration data. So this is the example of the manual form that used to request the calibration that need to fill out by laboratory personnel.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Adiputra, and I will be presenting my presentation regarding ERD diagram and also normalization. So first we go to the ERD diagram. So here is the sketch of our ERD, and this is the ERD from our Microsoft Access. So without further ado, I will present the ERD. So first, we have login table. Login table is a separate module to log in the database lah. And then to the proceed we go to the this table. This table is a customer table which we keep all the customer details such as the name, address, postcode, city, contact name, contact number, and email. We we make it simple this way, and then next the customer table is tied in the order table. So the as you can see, the order table have many details to keep. So such as order number, then it also ties with the customer ID as a foreign key, and then you have the details that is important for orders such as the purchase order number, type of report, certificate number, sticker. This is the order for every time customer order request calibration. Yeah, as you can see, and then basically this is the most detailed table in this ERD. So next we go to the right hand side. So right hand side we see first we is a apparatus table. So apparatus table is the instrument that is bring by customer. So we keep the instrument that is bring by customer such as its ID. And then also is tied with the order number from the order table. And then we have the item ID, the method, the serial number, instrument name, model, and quantity. So next we have for apparatus, we also tied it with a method apparatus table, meaning by what type of method apparatus need to be calibrated. Yeah. So we have our method code and method description. And then next, above we have the lab and lab service and service. So this is where the information regarding the service, the apparatus. So we have so first we have the lab. Lab is containing the details of the name of the lab and then also the address. Next we have the service table. Service table contain the name of the service and also the rate of the service. How much is the service charged to the customer? So this two table is combined and then combined to be tied with lab service table. So lab service table is tied together with lab and service, and also additional with details such as the lab service comment, which is the comment given by the staff from the lab. And then we have the lab ID, service ID, apparatus ID as the foreign key. And then lastly, we will provide lab report, which is in the form of file to the customer. So this is the ERD. Basically, this is the ERD diagram from our system. Next, we proceed to the next session, which we call normalization. So, for information, normalization is a method to standardize database to achieve zero redundancy and also eliminate any duplicates regarding the information of the database. So, we proceed. So, this is the 3NF form of our database information. So as you can see, is basically the table. You can see the table name and also the table properties of the table properties. So as you can see, the underline representing primary key and also the asterisk sign asterisk character is representing foreign key. So yeah, this is the CNF form, And then, as you can see, the customer, we have one primary key here, customer ID, and then for order, we have one primary key here, and also one foreign key here, which is customer ID. And then next, apparatus, we have the primary key for apparatus ID, and foreign key for the order number. And next, we have the method apparatus, which is the primary key is the ID. And then next we have lab service. The primary key is lab service ID, and then also to ties together with uh, foreign key for lab ID, service ID, and apparatus ID. And then next we have lab. The primary key is lab ID. Service, the service ID is the primary key, and login is a separate module to enter the database. So ID is the primary key lah. So here we see there is no duplicates or redundancy of our database, and by right it is safe, and the information will generate through data, and it will not it will prevent any duplicates upon generating data. And also it is useful for staff to handle reports, to generate reports, and also to modify any data regarding their system. So yeah, okay.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Nur Azima binti Razali. So, today I would like to demonstrate our project system. So, as you can see, when the user open the file, user must log in first to the access. So, user can access the switchboard. So, click on login. So, here is the switchboard. Basically, the switchboard contain the form to add and view the calibration list. Then we can see the customer list. Then the system also generate report for list order by lab, list customer, and list request. So first we add the calibration. So first we fill in the customer information. Second, we fill in the date. For example, so here we fill in the order detail. Then we take for determination authorization. So here are the calibration lists. So right now I'm filling in the calibration list. So next, item 2. So we save here, and to add the report, for example, click the add button. Then here we can write the comment, for example. Then here we can choose either lab 1 or lab 2, the service, then the lab report. For example, we can add the lab report in Excel file. Yeah. So click OK, then save. So right now we have done, so save record. Okay, next we go to request calibration list. So basically we can see all of the order here. So here is the one that I fill in. To view the request, just click the button view request, so we can view the request in form view. Then here we can view the order, the apparatus list. So this also we can add or view. Okay, next here we have customer list. So the form shows all of the customer list that have order. Then we can view the order. So for example, University Science Malaysia, we can see the order here. And the view request and view order same like the order that we see before. So it's just the same. Okay, next we see report list order by lab. So click on the report, then here we can choose either lab 1 or lab 2. So for example, we click on lab 1. So the system will generate the report, the order report from lab 1 only. To see the lab 2, here we click again and we select lab 2. So here the system just show us the lab 2 only. Okay, next the list customer. So here are just the list customer, the report. Next, okay, find the last one, report list request. So here are the report that we generate from the list request. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.